5 surprisingly simple ways to help your kids eat healthier, more balanced food without complaining. Because if you've ever thought, man, I wish I could get them to eat more protein, or oh gosh, I want to get them to eat some more fruits and veggies, or hey, maybe it's even for yourself, this video is for you. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Alicia Jones. I'm so glad you're here. I love the Lord, I love my family, and I love to help women grow in confidence through a healthy lifestyle. And that's what you get here every week, a video delivered to you that's on mindset, macronutrients, meal prep, nutrition made simple, recipe demos, fun things that you can do every day to help your family and yourself eat healthier in a very simple way. So I hope you get value out of this video and this channel. Smash the like button. Go ahead and click subscribe and the notifications to make sure that you don't miss any of the new videos that come out. And please pass this along to somebody else that you think it would serve, another busy person who's trying to eat healthy too. And just give you some behind the scenes tips and tricks that I use as a certified health coach myself to help my own kids eat healthy, because I know what that's like when you're going, man, I think I know what to do, but maybe it's not working. So I'm gonna give you some tangible ideas, just 5 quick, simple ideas. And when I say simple, I mean these are things that you probably have in your kitchen already. I highly doubt you're gonna have to go to the store to get any of this, but if you do, it'll just be a quick trip because a lot of it's gonna start up here, and I'm gonna give you some things that you can use right away. Okay, getting your kids to eat more simple, balanced food. This is an example I wanted to show you right away so that you can see something here for their lunches. I find that it really comes down to these 5 quick, simple things. Number 1 is mindset. What I mean by mindset is my own mindset. Your own mindset as the mom, as the adult, caring for children in your family or caring for other family members. You want to start with your own mindset. What does that mean? Preventative nutrition. Preventative nutrition. Use nutrition as preventative measures when it comes to keeping a disease away, keeping immunity up, keeping inflammation down. And what does that look like for kids and adults? Well, that really is very simple. It's like headaches, weight gain, irritation, tiredness, mental, kind of brain fog. Nobody likes that stuff. And we all want to feel better. And so when it comes to nutrition, just think these kinds of things. The more color, the better. I'll get to color in a minute, but the more color, the better. That's going to be preventative nutrition. So if you start that for yourself, just thinking, man, I'm going to kind of be using food as a preventative way to keep myself and my kids healthy. You're going to be way far ahead, my friend, for that. So that is the first thing, preventative nutrition as a mindset, as opposed to not realizing that food affects your body. It really, really does. It really affects your body. And it can basically be beneficial, helpful, preventative disease, or it can be harmful. It can cause disease. It can cause inflammation, which is at the root of almost every disease. It can cause weight gain. So just being aware, that's all preventative nutrition. Okay, that's number 1. Cool? So drop me some high fives in the conversation if that's helping you today, preventative nutrition. Second thing is macro education. Take a quick second and learn about nutrition. And I like to keep it real simple. So if you're not already aware, on my YouTube channel, I've got teaching about nutrition made simple. So here is a quick overview for you. Macronutrients are all you need to know when it comes to nutrition. Macronutrients are like the building blocks of health. Think Legos, okay? So those are the 3 big ones you need to know about quickly are proteins, carbohydrates, and healthy fat. And those look like fruits, vegetables, grains, pastas, things like that. Proteins, people are also pretty familiar with proteins. I'm curious if you are already aware of that. Put that in the conversation down below. Proteins are things like meat, cheese, eggs, seeds, nuts, things like that. And plant-based proteins, of course. There's vegan protein powder. There's lots of meatless options that you see, which is wonderful to have those options. So protein. The other one that people are maybe not as aware of, but maybe you've heard of it, is called healthy fat. And I just shared that quickly with you. It's things like coconut oil, flaxseed, even cheese and nuts count as healthy fat. And the reason you care about those is that's gonna help you build your nutrition. Just keep it real simple for your family. So here's what that looks like. You're like, that's cool, Alicia, thank you for that. What does that mean exactly? Well, here you go. Here's some cool examples for you. Fruits and veggies, these count as carbs. Here's some examples of cheeses and meats. Those count as protein. And if you pair them together, if you want to see this apple right here, if you eat an apple with, say, a couple meatballs or a cheese stick, that counts as your protein and your carbohydrate together. And actually, there's even some fat in the cheese stick. So there you go, that's your healthy fat. So that's an example of how you can make it real simple for yourself to meal prep something very, very simple. Now, if you would like some more diving into that, more info, I would highly recommend that you grab this recipe book. This came out last year. It is the best $15 you'll ever spend, in my humble opinion, because it's a guide for macronutrients to keep things very simple, and it has a whole bunch of the recipes I use to help my kids eat hidden veggies and protein all the time, and I use it myself, okay? So this is a great resource for you. If you don't already have this, you can go ahead and put book down in the conversation and we'll make sure to get that to you. It's available on Amazon as well. Okay, so the second one is macronutrient education. The third thing when it comes to getting your kids to eat healthier, more balanced food, like I showed you, protein, carbohydrates, without complaining, is buy-in. I'm gonna call it buy-in. You gotta get their buy-in, right? Everybody wants a choice, even kids, and you want to help them to be excited about it, or at least interested in it, and get their buy-in. The way I find is the easiest to get buy-in from myself or kids is to give them a choice, right? You want to just give them a choice when it comes to what they're going to do. They can choose which kind of veggie they want. You know, my kiddos, they can have their peppers if they want, or they can have carrots, or they can have some spinach or cucumbers, which I don't have to show you, but you know, all the veggie choices, right? They can choose which veggie they want as their veggie. So I don't give them a choice about the veggie, I give them a choice about which veggie they can choose, right? Does that make sense? It's awesome because they know they're gonna be eating something and they may as well pick what they want. The other thing I give them a choice is their fruit. Maybe they want an orange or an apple or a pear. That's cool, just have a choice, okay? That's a way I find to get buy-in, and it really, really helps because they don't complain as much, if I may be perfectly honest. And you guys know, you've seen my kids, Gabriel and Michael, they're awesome. Well, I love them. And they have learned these things over time. These are quick, simple things that I've done myself for me, and then now for them, okay? So that's how I get their buy-in. Hopefully that helps you right there. So it's mindset, macronutrients, education, and buy-in. Fourth thing is color. Everybody likes an attractive looking something, right? Like if you go to get, let's see, if you go to buy some flowers here at Home Depot, you like the bright colors, see? And if you go to get some fruits and vegetables, you like the bright colors. Everyone's attracted by bright colors, which is cool, right? That's how our brains work, totally fine. Well, guess what? Use it to your advantage. And what I wanted to show you is that when you put together a quick grab and go meal for yourself or for your kids, notice the color, okay? Just a quick little, behind the scenes tip. See, we got some red apples and we got the orange carrots. I threw some green spinach in there, or I will throw cucumbers, whatever you have. You got the color over here, kind of the brown, the nuts and the graham cracker and the pretzels. You got a cookie over here that's totally hidden veggie and protein already in this thing right here. So I encourage my kids to eat these cookies. And you got a tiny bit of a, white sandwich here with some protein in the middle. So I want to show you the color right there, okay? So that is whatever colors you guys like, totally cool. Just go with that. Try to put a couple different colors together, because what that does is it's visually appealing. And then they go, oh, that looks fun. Or at least my kids do that. And that way that's helpful. Okay, so that is the fourth thing, color. The last thing I will show you, I gave you a hint by showing it to you in here. It is the fifth and final super simple way that you can get your kids or yourself to eat more balanced foods without complaining, is small portions. Small portions. And that works for a couple reasons. One, it's only a small portion. So you know what? We're only gonna eat 2 carrots. I literally have gotten my kids and myself to eat veggies because it's only 2 carrots and nobody complains about 2 carrots. Or if they do, we just say, hey, you know what? Let's be grateful that we have healthy food and that we can have a small portion, okay? And then look at all the choices. The reducing complaining helps because they're only gonna eat 2 bites of it and be done, right? Like literally 2 apples or 2 carrots. Or a quarter of a sandwich. See how small this is? We have a cup size portions right here. These are small on purpose, okay? So 1, it reduces the complaining. 2, it gives variety, right? Variety. So it's interesting to have a couple different things in your meal. And this is only an example. You don't have to do it this way, but I just wanted to show you, right? Because sometimes we get bored if we're having a jillion, if we have chicken every night of the week, or if we give our kids this many chicken nuggets, sometimes they get bored, so do we, right? If we always have pasta, okay, let's do something a little bit different. So my encouragement to you is if you do a small portion of pasta, I wanted to show you this too. as is some examples of small portions and color and different ways that you can get the buy-in. Because remember, the 5 things we're going over today are mindset with the preventative nutrition, macros, which is your protein, carbohydrate, and healthy fat. I went over buy-in, like how to give choices. I went over color, and this last thing is the small portions, okay? Because that way there's variety, all right? So here's a couple cool ideas for you that just have some small portions. You can take these and run with it. I grabbed these at my local Costco. There's some cheese, nuts, and dried fruit in this, and that's a great example of an already balanced, very small portion snack. I also bought these actually at Walmart, believe it or not. These are cashews. They have protein, carbohydrate, and healthy fat already. If you're not sure about what something has, you can just check the label and you can kind of see, oh, look, there's, okay, carbs, protein, yep, okay, got it. So you can see that. These are examples of small portions, okay? And then these are some actually from my recipe book that I make these all the time still for myself and my kids. These are peanut butter cookies that have carrots in them. Can you see the carrots right there? You have to look really hard because you can barely tell. There's protein in here, flaxseed, all sorts of good stuff for your gut. And then these ones are a family favorite for sure. These are the sweet potato cookies. Okay. They have 2 kinds. They have peanut butter chips and chocolate chips, a tiny bit of, chips in there. So it tastes like a cookie, but they're getting protein, they're getting carbohydrates, they're getting really good healthy fat for their gut, the chia seeds, flax seeds, all sorts of good stuff. And then it's very, very, very low sugar because there's not a lot of extra sugar in there as well. So those are some cool ideas that you can use to help with the variety, the small portions, the color, the buy-in. Those are macronutrient balance, like I shared with you. And then also just keeping in mind that preventative nutrition idea, that you really can prevent a lot of just discomfort in life, right? Those headaches and the mental fog and the just not feeling good, if I may be so honest. As we all get older, but it also happens for kids too. And they won't complain typically about feeling well. You'll see it in, behavior. You'll see it in the way they talk and the way that they are interacting. And you'll go, oh, maybe you're not feeling so good today. So these are some ways that you can help with the energy, help them feel nutritious, and their bodies are taken care of without complaining. So I hope this was helpful for you today. Please drop me a #value down below if it was. Have a wonderful day. I will talk to you soon. Bye.